Right, hello again folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's challenge is fit a headlining to the Escort. Not done a full headlining from scratch before. I've obviously pulled a few headlinings out and sort of put them back again, and usually just involve untucking them around the windows ready for painting, but I've never done one from scratch. Watched a couple of YouTube videos about the bow style headlining, which is what the Escort has got, and got a couple of tips and tricks off them, which hopefully I'll share with you, and hopefully they'll work. This is either going to be a nice successful job or it's going to be a raging disaster. Let's see what happens. The first thing I'm going to do is flip this over. Obviously I've given the roof a bit of a clean, but it's black vinyl, so it should clean up anyway if I get a couple of marks on it. And insert the bows, hopefully. One trick I did see about finding the centre of the bow, so it would line up the centre of the headlining, is to measure your bow and wrap the centre with some tape. That way you can feel through it. So we are at 1050, so it's 525, which is wrap a bit of tape around that and you'll be able to feel through then where the centre of the bow is, make sure it's in the right place. Yes, I can feel the tape is there. I presume these marks are central. I'll measure that out in a second. That is central. It's not central to this. Okay, let's measure this. That is not central. Okay. Okay, so we have a full width of 1230, so that's 615, give us our centre. So 30 would be 615. Our centre's actually there. You know what that mark is. Okay, so I think the first thing I need to do is work out our centres all along. Or if we work out the centre front and back and then run a line down the middle to get our centre, I think it's going to be better. Right, straight edge, long enough for that. Is the next challenge. That'll do me if I wipe it off. Right, that should give us our centres for our bows. So this one needs to come this way a fair bit. Which leaves us with a bow tucked up under there, so we're going to have to trim this back, I guess. Get some scissors to trim that with. So the bow can stick out a bit. I don't know whether I should trim some of that off as well, or leave it in place. I'll put the bows in and leave that so that much sticking out for now, and then see whether I should trim more off afterwards. Right, so that's all the bows in. Next challenge is getting it actually up into the bows into the car. And that's going to be challenging on 2 levels for me. One, getting it in and doing it. The other one, getting a camera angle in there that's going to work. So bear with me. Alright, I think that's probably going to be about the best camera angle as I'm going to get. So here goes nothing. But it's up and it's in to a fashion. My next plan is just going to be pull this forward and clip it around and clamp it down for now. See if this will work. There's an idea, maybe cut these down into little strips or just use my normal clamps. But I have enough of these to do something with perhaps. Let's try these first, these probably more successful. Clean the dust off them as well, try and keep them not causing damage. Right, that's where we're at so far. It's not too bad for a quick 5 minutes. So I think I'll continue stretching backwards and forwards and see where we get. Okay, this is a faff, but after messing about a little bit and using a heat gun to warm it up, I've managed to get so far done. That looks a lot worse than it is on camera than it is, but that's where I just got a bit too hot with the heat gun. So you've got to watch out for that. It's made it shiny. So I might just get a bit of emery cloth and just to rub, get the shine out of that. What I've learned is if you warm it up with the heat gun first, being careful not to do that to it, and then stretch it out, and as it cools, it shrinks back and tightens up, and you get rid of this nonsense going on here. And like that. A bit difficult to film it in here, but progress is slow, but we're getting there. And the other thing I figured out as well by trial and error is to get this bit straight here, you don't pull on this bit, you pull on the seams. So once you get these seams where the bows go in, once those are tight after it's been warmed up, this sorts itself out. So same here. If I tug on that, you'll see that starts to sort itself out along there. So if I warm this up now, then pull that and tuck it in, all this will sort itself out. And there we go. You can see how that's pulled the wrinkles out of that. Of course, this has all got to tuck up under. It's like a ridge there. It's got to tuck up under and sort itself out. But I'm just, at the moment, I'm just trying to get the feel of how to do this. So little by little, we're getting there. That's a shame. The stitches come undone there, which is a bit rubbish, if I'm honest. You think the stitches would be a bit stronger than that, considering this is designed to be tugged and pulled to get it right. So I'm now going to have to unpick that to use Mrs. Dave's sewing kit to sort that out. Happy days. I think there's also a problem over here as well. It seems to have something going on there. And there has come unstitched. In fact, that's even worse than come unstitched. It's actually ripped up. This headline wasn't cheap either. Right, well, I can just about get to it from this side. Don't know how much of this you'll see on video, but we will try and get some light on it as well. So hopefully we can hand stitch this back together. Right, that's repaired that there, and put a bit of extra strength on that bit there, which is going to be wonky, and up in that corner there as well. So hopefully you can start getting this, some shape in this. So I'm going to tuck this back underneath here into here now, and then see what we got. Right, okay, I think I need to start getting some glue on this. I think I need to be gluing this back to the area there just to get some tight on there, because that's not doing anything. So the same down here, I think I should be getting some glue and along here, because these are just pulling out. I think that this is supposed to have spikes on it, I think, to hold these in, but I think they've long gone and fallen away. So I've got some impact adhesive. Let's have a play with some of that. Okay, so I've been to B&Q, or on this side of the pond. This, I think you guys would call it Walmart or something, I don't know, over in the States there, but this B&Q is our or Home Depot, I think you guys might call it, and got some decent quality contact stroke impact adhesive. So let's make a mess with this. And of course, if you've never used this before, the idea is you put it on, leave it go tacky on both surfaces, and it will glue on impact, and hopefully you will have a couple of goes of being able to pull it off and put it back on again, so we can get a decent finish with it. Get some in there as well, like. Okay, let's see what happens now then. The good news is you can pull it off and redo it. Okay, it's not horrendous. Show you what we got. Not horrendous. Actually looks worse on camera than it is, but it's not too bad. Once you've got a screen rubber in around there as well, holding it all in place. Hopefully it won't look quite so bad once it's all shrunk back in place as well. This is pain in the neck to do, to be honest, but I shall carry on doing what I've just been doing with cutting and gluing, and I'll show you where we get. Well, that was a horrible pain in the neck job to do, and it doesn't look fantastic, I've got to say, but that's as best as I'm going to get it, because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll see. Maybe if I can get hold of a steamer, perhaps I can steam it and get those wrinkles out over there. I don't know. I've spent enough time on this now, and I've lost the will to live with it. Right, there you go. After a couple of days of looking at it and walking away and coming back to it, it doesn't look so bad. I can live with it. Once the rest of the interior is in and the windows are in, and all the window rubbers are in, and it's had a chance to sort of settle down a little bit, maybe I'll go back with a hairdryer or blowgun or something just to see if I can shrink it back just a tad more. But I might just simply learn to live with it, as one does when you do stuff yourself. But I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's informative to you. If you're going to have a go yourself, you've got half an idea about what's involved. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.